1986. The government set up a noise pollution control board that is striving towards formulating noise pollution control rules. One of the recommendations of this board on noise limits of generator sets has already been passed by Government of India and is under force now. Similarly, the board's recommendations were passed by noise of automobiles have been accepted by GOI and same is being implemented by automotive manufacturers. Latest rules on noise pollution were published in Gazette of India 2000, wherein ambient noise levels have been prescribed for 4 zones of human habitat, namely industrial, commercial, residential and silent zones during day and night times. This clearly shows the increasing importance attached to noise pollution by the government. Noise labeling would perhaps give an edge in business for many products in future market, and that is being already felt by many firms. The acoustic performance of aircrafts, helicopters, ships, submarines and battle tanks is being continuously monitored and improved. Designers and platforms now understand that acoustic design must be an integral part of the design rather than a retrofit activity. In view of this, many new design projects in defense have already started following this integrated approach. Similarly, silent vehicles and appliances are finding favor in civilian market, thereby driving manufacturers to account for this aspect in their latest products. Quieter design is the buzzword in the industry today. Our industry needs to gear up with acoustic designs and materials for the future challenges. Referring to the aeroacoustics, aircraft noise control will continue to be a problem well into the future for several decades. Even though the noise levels are being reduced by the introduction of several new technologies, projected growth in air traffic and increased sensitivity to noise near airports will demand even quieter aircraft. In aeroacoustics, jet noise is the main contributor to aircraft noise at takeoff. Increased shielding of engine noise can lead to innovative aircraft configurations. In 1997, NASA introduced a stretch pillar goal aimed at eliminating community noise problems near airports, reduce the perceived noise levels of future aircraft by a factor of 2 by 2007 and by a factor of 4 by 2022. The researchers and manufacturers will need to overcome many challenges to meet the 20 dB aircraft noise reduction goal. Next is building an architectural acoustics, which is slowly gaining pace in our country. Many auditoria and hotels built recently have incorporated some excellently designed architectural acoustics through sound-absorbing tiles and panels, while the right extent of reverberation is achieved for musical performances and speeches. These acoustic treatments also maintain aesthetic pleasantness of auditorium. Similarly, in hotel partitions, these panels can provide the required sound transmission loss to ensure privacy where needed. Ultrasound imaging is today extensively used in medical diagnostics. It is an effective imaging soft tissues of the body. Ultrasound is sometimes used to clean teeth in dental hygiene. Focused ultrasound may be used to break up kidney stones by lithotripsy. To parents, a baby's cry is a signal of hunger, pain or discomfort. But to scientists, subtle acoustic features of a cry, many of them imperceptible to the human ear, can hold important information about baby's health. Thanks to good research, we have a number of hearing aids to help partially deaf people. Today, cochlear implants are available to help hear profoundly deaf and dumb people. DRDO research headed by Dr. Bhujangarao in this line is very significant. An affordable cochlear implant is being developed in the country through DRDO. Overall, many new biomedical acoustic techniques hold great promise for the medical device industry. Providing concept through research is first step in all these advancements. Non-destructive testing methods employed today in heavy and cryogenic industries are using ultrasonic testing and acoustic emission testing for defect localizations. Ultrasonic testing is often performed on steel, other metals and alloys, though it can also be used on concrete, wood and composites, however with less resolution. It is used in many industries including aerospace, automotives and other transportation sectors. In this testing, very short ultrasonic pulse wave, 0.1 to about 15 megahertz, are launched into materials to detect internal flaws or to characterize materials. Unlike conventional ultrasonic testing, AE tools are designed for monitoring acoustic emissions. The technique is also valuable for detecting cracks forming in the pressure vessels and pipelines transporting liquids under high pressures. This technique is used for estimation of corrosion in the reinforced concrete structures. India, being a country with a large coastal belt, has tremendous interest in underwater acoustics. The applications of underwater sound span communications, navigation, eco-sounding, geophysical, surveying, sonar, weapon systems, tomographic measurements of ocean currents and temperature. Underwater acoustics is a key underpinning technology in offshore oil and gas activities. It is increasingly used in oceanographic and environmental studies. NIOT and NPUL set up ocean acoustic groups to study sound propagation in our ocean, shallow water ambient noise measurements and modeling. Bioacoustics is a cross-disciplinary science that combines biology and acoustics. Usually it refers to the investigation of sound production, dispersion and rejection in animals. In addition, the accurate measurement of anthropogenic noise is the key to the assessment of its effect on marine life. Very limited work is being done in this particular domain in India. In musical acoustics, researchers from ITC, Sangeet Research Academy, Calcutta, contributed significantly over the years in investigating various aspects of the Hindustani music. We are talking of quieter India, so environmental acoustics becomes very important. In today's architectural environment, good acoustical design is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Acoustic impacts everything from employee productivity in office settings to performance in auditorium to the market value of apartments in the office space. US General Services Administration published a comprehensive guide to acoustics in the workplace. In it they state acoustic is a key contributor to work performance and well-being in the workplace. Undeniably, commercial buildings design must create an efficient, productive and healthy working environment. Today, Green Building Norm specifies acoustics rating, which means reduced internal noise levels which will not affect sleep, concentration during mental work and normal conversation. Of late in India, the apartments are built without common walls, which cuts on the flanking parts of sound between two apartments. In some offices, soft sound music is played to create a very pleasant environment. It is called acoustic perfume, and interestingly, it enables productivity depending on the individual presence. Underwater communication is very important, particularly in defense. As electromagnetic waves propagate poorly in seawater, acoustic provides the most obvious medium to enable underwater communications. High-speed communication in the underwater acoustic channel is challenging due to the limited sound width, extended multipath, reflective properties of the medium, severe fading, rapid time variation, and larger Doppler shifts. Communication techniques originally developed for terrestrial wired and wireless channels need significant modifications to suit the underwater channels. Time has come to develop an underwater global positioning system like GPS used in space here for overcoming all signal processing problems. Now there are many research areas in which the work is going on. Due to paucity of time, I will not delve each one of them. However, the titles are Invisible War for the Future Acoustic Weapons. Like we are talking of DEWs in Army, Directed Energy Weapons. I think the acoustic weapons are also going to be the future warfare agents. Acoustic cloaking with the metamaterials and application of psychoacoustics. These are and development of the acoustic diode. These are the new areas which are emerging, and I hope this conference will deliberate on all these aspects which will make the technology of acoustics richer and richer and more amenable for human use. I have observed programs of study in acoustics are distributed evenly between physics and engineering departments in most of the universities. Acoustics research in India is spread over many national laboratories, universities, IITs, defense establishments. In advanced countries, acoustic research is done in a consortium approach. what we call as the AARC, a Virtual Aeroacoustic Research Consortium. This approach is being now followed in almost all disciplines of technology development, in which many industries, academia, and research institutions participate. I think we should like at their model in furthering research in this vital area. Such consortium can organize and host technical meetings, seminars, workshops, exchange of information, short courses, training that will bring additional focus and visibility to the acoustic research. I think we should recommend that acoustical engineering or noise control engineering be introduced as compulsory subject at graduate level to take on challenges in acoustics. I am happy to know that Acoustics 2013 has received more than 300 papers covering practically all aspects, disciplines and branches of acoustics. Industry, R&D institutions and academia are participating in this deliberation. I would like to thank ASI and SFA for...
Thank you, sir. Here we have an award ceremony for 3 prestigious awards in the field of acoustics. The first one is Professor S. Bhagwantam Award, and I would like to invite the chief guest for the presentation of the award. So, please, the presentation of the awards. I would like to request our chief guest to come for the presentation of the awards. First one is Professor S. Bhagwantam Award, which are given for outstanding contribution and leadership provided in the field of acoustics, and the recipient of this award is Dr. V. Bhujanga Rao. Dr. V. Bhujanga Rao. He is a distinguished scientist and Chief Controller of Research and Development, DRDO, New Delhi.
Pleasure.
The other one is Distinguished Service Award for having rendered significant services to ASI, and this is awarded to Dr. Mahavir Singh, Principal Scientist, National Physical Laboratory. There's only announcement for the third award, the C.V. Raman Award for Best Paper Publishment in Journal Acoustic Society of India, and this is given to Dr. K. Trinath for his paper Acoustic Sensor Technology for Torpedo Applications. There's only an announcement for this award, and the award will be given later on. You can read the slides. Now we proceed toward the release of a book, and the title of book is Noise Control in Building Fundamental Applications, written by Dr. Mahavir Singh and published under Narosa Publishers. A chief guest will release this book. Applications by Dr. Mahavir Singh. Now, as a token of gratitude, we would like to present a shawl and memento to all our guest dignitaries. I would request Professor Budhani to please present a shawl and memento to our chief guest, Dr. Saraswat. Again, him to present the shawl and memento to Dr. Burton Jewis. So please present the shawl and memento to Dr. Menel Zakaria. Again request him to present the same to Dr. V. Rajendran. Dr. Mahavir Singh is now requested to please present a memento to Professor Bulhani. Please present a memento also to Dr. A. Gupta. You all are requested to please take your seats.
Sir, one more photograph of all awardees. Please come, sir. Please also come.
In sync with the culture that thanks are the highest form of thoughts, I would invite Dr. Mahavir Singh, Co-Chairman Acoustics 2013, to please propose the vote of thanks. Sir, please.
Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. V.K. Saraswat, ex-DRDO Chief, respected Professor R.C. Budani, Director NPR, Conference Chair Dr. A. Gupta, ASI President Dr. V. Rajendran, SFA President and ICA Board Member Professor Bertrand Duval, Co-Chair and International Technical Expert, French Embassy in India, Professor Menel Zakaria, ASI Past President, our most valuable invited guests, distinguished delegates, and my NPL colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It is my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. I, on behalf of organizing committee of CSR, NPR, ASI, SFA, and on my own behalf, extend a very hearty vote of thanks to all speakers for gracing this mega event and sharing with us your findings and opinion during this conference. I thanks to the entire, let me call it, acoustic fraternity here together. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. V.K. Saraswat, a distinguished scientist who formerly served as the Director General of Defense Research and Development Organization and the Chief Scientific Advisor to the Minister of Defense, for accepting our invitation for the chief guest and who has been such an illuminating talk. We are all inspired by your great works. We are sure that the delegates will be benefited by this. Dr. V.K. Saraswat has contributed immensely to the field of aeroacoustics, sonic boom, and quiet technologies. And you have been a mentor for an entire generation of indigenous surface-to-surface missile system in India. Sir, we all are encouraged with your presence. We are extremely grateful and thankful to our director and patron of this conference, Professor R.C. Budani. Sir, without your support, we would not have initiated this function in such a grand way. We also extend our deeply hearted thanks for permission and logistic support to organize this conference at NPL. We are thankful to Dr. A. Gupta, our conference chair, who gave me free hand to handle conference activities. We have always been benefited by your timely advice, guidance, and all kinds of support. We are particularly grateful to Dr. V. Rajendran, our ASI President, Executive President, Professor Bertrand Dubas, and Professor Malin Jakaria for their constant guidance, encouragement, and for their untiring efforts in making this conference a great success. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation for technical committee and structured session organizers from India and France for making vibrant technical program. We thank to our sponsors, ICA, CSR, DRDO, DST, DRDL, ICMR, St. Govind, B&K, CMK Building Material Corporation, Composite Board, Canop AM India, Shivalik Agropoly Product, Rondo, Hunter Dow Glass, India. We are thankful all exhibitors who exhibited the products and support in blessing this event. We are thankful to the members of the publication committee for bringing out the abstract book, conference proceedings in CD, ASI handbook, technical program, list of delegates, who's who directory in very short time. We are thankful to all our colleagues at NPR who have been working hard for more than a month to help us directly or indirectly. We also wish to extend our thanks to all delegates who have come from different parts of the country to participate in this conference. I would like to thank our Almighty God for providing us the energy for everything. Ladies and gentlemen, once again I thank you all for being with us by Friday evening. It has been a great pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Dhawan to please come and brief all the delegates and the participants regarding the details of technical sessions.
Good morning to delegates of Acoustics 2013. Now I'll brief about the technical sessions which are being arranged in 4 different halls. Trainee lecture and session A will be held in the main auditorium, and this will be taken care by Dr. Harna, is here, Dr. Harna, Dr. Sudhakar, and Dr. Parag Sharma. They'll be taking care of this session in the main auditorium. Well, there is a change in the venue of session lectures which are to be arranged in directed conference room, that is room number B. The session lecture will now be held at room number 142, first floor of the NPL main building. Required directions have been placed at respective places, and if there is any problem, Dr. P.K. Dubey will be there and Dr. Chandrasekhar will be there, and they will guide you for all these things, and they are standing there. Now, session C will be held in TC conference room, and this will be designated as room C, and this will be taken care, of course, by P.K. Dubey. And room D is NPL conference room, 2nd floor, and this will be taken care by Naveen Garg and Anshul Jain. Plenary lecture will start at 2 p.m. I'll request all the delegates to be in the auditorium by 2 p.m. Thank you very much.
And all of you are invited for group photograph, and inauguration of the exhibition outside will be followed by tea. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Ready, please. हो गया भाई? हाँ जी, हो गया। Thank you, sir.
Yeah, now we don't have to worry about the read. You can keep clicking. Wait or something. With some flowers. That's what we were bringing it. I have to do this? Yeah, please.
Please, sir, come on, sir. Please, sir. Honor, come, sir.
Please. Sir. Sorry, sir.